Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Illuminous 4K screen paint using ambient rejection technology gain. Today, I will be finishing off the massive ceiling to floor screen. Also, too, I got to be up because I got orders that are going out today. So if you're waiting for an order, it is going out today. Sorry, it's just been a little bit of a crazy house around here. So yes, we have some orders that will be going out today. You should have tracking numbers by today. I'm sorry if I didn't get those out yesterday. I do apologize. So I got a few things that are going to be going on today, a few projects. One of the things I told you that I ordered a ViewSonic projector that has 235.1 capability because the wallpaper screens do have the ability to support a 235.1 ratio size. I can't show you that if I don't have a projector here that does 235.1, so I needed to purchase that projector. So now we're going to talk about a few things really quick in the demonstration. Today this is going to be finished up right here. We're going to be doing some demonstrations off that gigantic screen, but I want to show you something first of all. Now, as I said before, when it comes to our screen paint, one of the things that we can do that would back up our product, and like I said, I've never seen this with gray screen paint or a white. If you put a white screen against a white screen, it's all going to do the same thing. And when it comes to a gray screen, one of the things I've never seen with gray screen paints is the fact that they do not do side-by-side demonstrations. What's the difference between bare silver screen and your paint? So do a side-by-side. Now, of course, if you do bright, beautiful colors, both screens are going to produce the exact same image. If you do contrast, they're going to react the same way. I guarantee you, they're both going to fail when it comes to contrast. So pretty much, it's kind of telling you right there that instead of paying like $80 to $100 for 2 quarts of paint, you can just make it for $23. And as I said before, if you're going to make a cheap version of a gray screen and you want to use this in your home, then you could just barely make it by going down to the store and buying some bare silver screen. Go get some silver Metallica paint and some silver glitter. That's it. Pretty much it's the same thing. Or if you're just using white paint, 2 teaspoons of black and some Christmas glitter. That's it. That's pretty much what it is. And you'll get the same results as a bare silver screen or any kind of gray screen paint mix if you're using the product against another. It's the same thing. The only difference is the caliber of projector. If someone's using a 4K projector, the image is going to come out looking like it's amazing because it's on a 4K projector compared to if it's on a 1080p or whatever projector may be. It's going to come out looking the way the projector gives it that performance. Keep in mind, when using a light gray coating, it doesn't have the ability to produce a pure white level due to the fact that a white screen will be higher in white levels to the gray screen, and the gray screen does not have the ability to produce contrast because gray screens can't pull contrast. All right, so with that being said, in our demonstrations, not only do our screens produce contrast, which is more superior than any other gray screen or light gray screen or white screen, but coming side by side to a black screen or any other black screen, our screen pulls the highest white levels. Now, of course, I said this many times before, a gray screen or a white screen will always have the ability to produce higher, brighter white levels than a black screen side by side. That's a given. That's not rocket science right there. It's just true fact. But here's the thing. When we do the side-by-side against a black screen versus our black screen, number one, we can show you that our technology has an interesting shade. Now, that particular shade of black was added to keep people from going in and mimicking fake demonstrations by putting in everyday black paint and trying to make the screen appear darker than what it should be. So that's the reason why it has that. Supreme 8 has an interesting shade of black. As I said before, black comes in multiple shades. And as I said before in many of my demonstrations, any black surface can produce contrast. The hardest thing for a black screen to be able to do is to produce a white level. So over here we have our projector right here. Everybody's been asking me about these projectors. I actually own 2 of these. This is my Sony VPL FH30 projector. And right here, we have several screens. Now, the bright white screen right here that's producing a higher white level is a Supreme 8. This is a form of black screen material that I got off Amazon. It was telling you can actually make your own black screen by using their material. And this right here is black house paint. Now, this whole screen was coated with our technology. We coated it from one section to the next. This is part of the paint that was not hit. This is our technology over here, lighting up right there on areas of the black paint that was not hit all the way over, it's not covered all the way over. I'll do a better job of that when I paint it again. But I had a customer who called me and said they painted their wall completely black and with black paint, and the image just came up so dirty. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you, that these black surfaces here, right here and here, do not have the ability to pull a white level. So I'm gonna go up close so I can show you how dirty the image you're actually getting. So this is our image right here on white level. So we can produce light grays, whites on our side, and right here, when it comes to the black fabric, or when it comes to the black paint, you're just going to get a dirty image. Now see where it's lighting right here? This is our coating right there. In between that crack line, that's our coating. But this is to show you, if you paint your wall with an everyday black house paint, this is the dirty image you're going to get. If you're using a kind of black fabric, because we have companies saying, well, you know what, I'll just go buy a black bed sheet or a black background covering and I can get the same results. No, this is which is what you're going to get, a dirty image. Now, when it comes to our technology, we can produce a very high white level, higher than in any black screen. This is why when companies come on and ask me, all right, if I get 10 gallons from you, can you show me the difference between your screen paint and any other black screen? I said, well, number one, look at the shade. This is our shade, a custom shade that was designed for our paint. And then over here, like I said, fabric, and this is black paint right here. That's all black paint. So we can show you the difference by showing you we produce higher white levels. As I said, any black screen will produce contrast. White levels are very, very important for a screen to be able to pull up, because that makes a difference of having natural, beautiful colors. All right, so I'm gonna show you something really quick. So from time to time, I'll have people send me some very interesting stuff, and a fellow contacted me and say, hey, look, there's a fellow on YouTube and he's giving out a free ingredients on how to make the best black screen paint you could possibly make. So I went out and he sent me the ingredients and I ordered all my stuff. This is black satin paint. We're gonna mix this up today when I get back in. This is body gel. So it's body gel that was put into the mix. Polyurethane that was put in there. Polyurethane. Water based. That's what I needed, water based. And this right here. Now, this is interesting. This right here, particular powder, is extremely dangerous, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm a bit of a chemist, and I can tell you this stuff can become airborne. If this stuff becomes airborne, not only it doesn't, anything that becomes airborne doesn't evaporate in the air and disappears to nothing. It has to land somewhere. So anything that's in the air has to land somewhere. You throw salt in the air, when it hits the ground, it's going to show up somewhere. So what's so dangerous about this stuff is the fact that, number one, you should be wearing gloves, because if this stuff gets into your skin, you will have some complications. If you breathe this stuff in, it can cling to your lungs. It can cause some serious damage to your lungs. You should always be wearing, if you're using this stuff, you always need a face mask, and you do need gloves. Also, too, one of the dangerous things about this is no one should be giving out free ingredients with this type of element with it. If this stuff, say you spill this in your house, or some of this blows off the spoon, or anything could happen, or you spill some of this, and this stuff lands on the furniture or lands somewhere, and your small pet or somebody comes along, with any pets come along that are constantly sniffing all over the floor, and they sniff this stuff in, you could have some complications to your pets. Kids have a habit of touching everything and putting their fingers in their mouths, and this is something you should never ever be using inside of your home, period. You should be using this in the backyard. At most in the backyard. This stuff is not, it's very, very dangerous. It's very dangerous. So, you know, you're giving out free advice on how to make a black screen paint. You should never put anything in there that's going to become a danger to the customers at all. This is, I find, very funny right here. So basically, I did watch the video. In the video, he explains that this particular polyurethane I've been using, I've been a painter for years. And he's explaining that this particular item right here, that if you coat this on anything after a certain amount of temperature, it cracks. I got screens outside that sometimes, we have test screens outside that we've used this to actually coat the outside of the screen. And to tell you the truth, as a protector, and the screen does not crack or does not peel. This does not crack or peel. And I'll tell you why it doesn't crack or peel. Because anybody with common sense would know that when a paint is developed, it's taken to something called a flash zone. Now, a flash zone, and like I said, we've done experimental coatings on screens and stuff like that. And we used this stuff before. Now, this stuff is not mixed in with our stuff because I would never mix this with our product. But a flash zone is where they take every product that's made, anything that's made, whether it be a car seat, whether it be brakes, whether it be pots and pans, whatever, has to go through a stress test, which means they have to see how much pressure they can put on that item before it breaks. So they know exactly how far a customer can push it, because a customer will push an item. Now, when it comes to something like this, it has to go through something called flash zone. Now, within that flash zone, they burn it, they freeze it, they do all kinds of stuff to the chemical to see exactly what it can take on. If this product cracked under pressure because of the cold very easily and peeled, this company wouldn't even exist. This product wouldn't even exist, to tell you the truth. So that's a bunch of nonsense. I've actually coated screens with this stuff as a protector and for outdoor screens, and we froze screens that were coated with this, and it doesn't crack or peel. Once this stuff actually gets into the whatever you're actually, when you spray this onto your deck, because people spray this on their decks to protect their decks. It's an outdoor finish. They spray it on their decks. Keep in mind, if you got a deck outside, it's going to be out there in the cold. It's going to be out there in the heat. It's going to be out there in all elements, weather, all the whole 9 yards. And last thing you want is your deck to start peeling or cracking because the protector you sprayed on it didn't work. So this stuff is pretty good. I don't know what that individual was talking about. But anyway, so we're going to make this today. Mix it up. We're going to make it today. Apparently, these two go together. So these are mixed first. And then this body gel. I don't know why anybody would stick body gel into a paint. Do you know body gel has oils in it? And down through time, oils cause a separation. Oh, so many. This is a complete train wreck. But we're going to make this. And we're going to make it. And we're going to paint it. And we're going to roll it. And we're going to do a side-by-side demonstration next to our black screen. And we're going to do this on white levels only. See what I'm talking about? See how our screen produces a much cleaner and better picture. See how dirty and dark the image looks here? But that's what we're going to do. We're going to do paint on this side. So we're going to paint over this right here. And we're going to do a side-by-side demonstration. As a matter of fact, I might just paint a little bit slither here. So that way we can do all of them at the same time. And we're going to do a, not contrast, but this is going to be a white demonstration to see which one actually produces a higher white level. Like I said, I got that from a link from a friend who sent it over to me. And he said, hey, check this out. I want you to make this stuff. And I want you to put it side-by-side to your stuff. So that's what we're going to do. I guarantee with this in it, it's probably not even going to come up black. It's probably going to come up silver. I guarantee it's going to have a silver tone to it. Probably is. All right, with that being said, that is going to be the next demonstration once I come back from taking care of my business, because I have to be out the day. Once that's done, this video will be done probably around 12 o'clock, and we'll do that side by side. On top of that, I got to get a clean roller, because that's another reason why I'm not doing it now, because I don't have a clean roller in the shop, and I don't want to mix my stuff in with that stuff, you know, get a clean roller. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. Moving on. I didn't get a chance to post this projector. I do apologize. This was the NEC MP 1150 that came with an extended lens, free extended lens. This comes with the remote control. Remote control has just been ordered today. It comes with HDMIs and the power cord. This projector doesn't have HDMI, but it does have an HDMI adapter. I've used them quite a few times. They are very good adapters. We'll be throwing a brand new one in there. It will come with, and one thing I like about the HDMI adapter, that usually when you're using an HDMI adapter, there's my detergent in the way of the camera shots. Get out of the way. But anyway, so one of the things I like about that particular HDMI port is the fact it has a an audio port right in the side of it, which I do like. That's the best one I've used. So it does come with an HDMI port to convert the screen, actually the signal from the VGA over into HDMI with an audio out port. It will come with HDMI cables, the power cord, and it will come with a quart. Matter of fact, we'll make it 2 quarts. 2 quarts of the Supreme 8. It'll be the painted screen size of 100-inch to 150 and 16:9. Now this projector does 16:9 and 16:10. It is 3,700 lumens, and it is a WXGA projector. I think it's a WXGA projector right here. So it has lens shift capability right here, And like I said, don't worry about the back. I'm going to be adding on an HDMI cable on the back, actually adapter on the back. As a matter of fact, I might just add 2 of them back there, so we'll turn 2 of the ports into HDMI. All right, so price tag for this, as we have all our projectors, will be around $468. This will only be a U.S. order only, which means we can only ship it free within the U.S. Outside the U.S., we cannot ship it. All right, unless you decide you want to pay for it yourself, we can ship it to you. All right, this is going to be the next one. It's going to be going up. I might take this picture for today. Matter of fact, I'm going to wait till the remote control and stuff gets here, and then I'll take the picture for today. And then we'll get this right out to you. First come, first serve. Once it's gone, it's gone. And keep in mind, this has interchangeable lenses. Keep in mind, if you don't want to use the lens, this lens alone by itself, they can go for $200 or $300. You consider it. I'm giving it away for free because I don't need it. All right, thank you all. I have to go, and God bless.